Hi, this presentation is on your Blackboard page and how to best use Blackboard to get the most out of it for this class. Every time a semester starts, or if you have problems during the semester with your information or using Blackboard, the very first thing you should do is click on Browser Check. When you click on Browser Check, it takes you to a page that allows you to check to see if your browser is currently compatible with Blackboard. It lists a variety of browsers, and the one that is not very compatible is Internet Explorer. So I highly recommend no one use Internet Explorer. So close to the top of the page, there's the top of the page, there's this thing called Browser Check. So I'm going to run the Browser Checker to see what it says about my information. It says that my browser security Java is not enabled, which is going to be a problem. I have to do something special to use Adobe with Firefox, and my Shockwave player is disabled or not installed. So the things with the red X's will be things I have to address in order to get my Blackboard page to run well. If you're in one browser and it's not working well, you should consider going to a different browser and see if you can get the program to work for you. But anytime you see a red X like I have, these are issues I need to address. The other thing on this first page I want to show you is this item called Calendar. This calendar, when you click on it, not just for this class, but for any class you are taking, it will show you what is due. So this semester you're only taking one class, but in the spring if you're taking 4 classes, every one of your teacher's assignments will appear on the calendar. And so you need to check and see if that appears. I only have 2 assignments posted right now in Blackboard. As soon as I post an assignment, it appears on the calendar. If you go back and look at my my December calendar, it shows different classes and assignments. Let me find one. Assessments. Yep. So this has 2 different classes showing for the fall, and it shows everything that's due in those 2 classes. So if this were you and you were looking at it, you would actually be able to open up Blackboard and see what's due each week or each day. So those are the 2 things I wanted to show you on Blackboard that I think are critical for you to see, because those help you do well in finding things. So the next thing I want to show you is our page. So you will click on our Sexuality and Diverse Society page, and it will always open to an announcement window. So this is where you'll find your announcements. I'll be posting probably 2 announcements a week because this course is totally online. So this is where you find your announcements. As you see here, the first announcement says to go to information to pick up your syllabus, and then to content. So if you go to the information section and you open it, you have our Cook Library page. If you click on that link, it takes you to a Cook Library page where you can get a head start on research. And Sarah Crest is our research librarian. She's excellent. I recommend you utilize her services. So this is our course gateway. It tells you how to use certain items. It gives you links to automatically go to certain databases to find information. And so there's all of these different places for you to try to help you reduce the amount of time you research. And this piece is very important. It's about citing sources and APA in-text citations. It tells you how to do that. And if we go back one, so these are the APA formats. You also can look up this is in-text citations, but you can also go and look at how to do a citation. So for example, here's how you would do print citations. There's all these different options. It tells you the way to do this. So make sure you try to check this and see if you're doing it correctly before you submit any of your papers. So the other thing that's in information section is your syllabus, which we've gone over. Then there is this room called Collaborate. And when you click on this room, it will take you to meeting areas. And so this is where I'm going to be all semester during our office hours. My office will be held in this room. So once you get here, you click on office hours and it takes you to the office hour room. If you wanted to meet with someone in your group because you see you have the same topic and you want to just discuss some ideas, you can go to this room. You can actually go to this room as well. Either room you can go in and meet, but this is where I will be for all of my office hours with you. So let's go to content to see how the content in this class is situated. I'm going to enter student view, so what's on here will only be what you would see. Because I'm putting this into units instead of lessons, well, I see a lot more than you see, but that's okay. So there's the announcements. There's the information with the few things I just showed you. And when we go to content, the only thing you can see right now is Unit 1, Unit 2. And this I would just leave there for now, because I will move that to where it belongs, but it doesn't belong there. So Unit 1, all of our units are set up the same way. If we go back to Unit 1, at the start of every unit, when it's ready, it will say what this unit is going to do for you. When you go into Unit 1, you'll find lessons, and the only lesson that's really well established right now is Lesson 01. However, every lesson will look like this in every unit. When you open the lesson, the very first thing you should find is the lesson summary. And I highly recommend that you open the lesson summary because it's going to tell you exactly what you need to do to complete the lesson. This helps prevent you from missing anything. Some people put this right in Blackboard, but I find it's easier for students to use as a separate document. You can either save it electronically, keep it on your board, or you can print it out and check it off. So it tells you what you're going to be able to do by the end of the lesson, and then it tells you to successfully complete this lesson, you should do the following item. The first item is to watch these slides, and then you're to complete the online intro assignment. So once you have watched all 3 slide settings and you complete this intro, you have finished lesson 1. And every lesson is set up like this, so it's very clear for you when you completed the lesson. It helps you not miss anything. So once you see that here, what you're going to find is that this page now is set up to be very similar to that. Here's the introduction to the course. It says watch these 3 presentations in YouTube. Some of your presentations will be in YouTube, and some of your presentations will be in Blackboard, in Panopto. I'm transferring everything over to YouTube, but I cannot do everything at one time. These are the slides without audio. You will always have them as well, because if you want, you can take notes on them, and your assignments will all be in red at the bottom of the lesson. So it says type directly to the sheet, save correctly, and upload. So if you go to this section and you click on it, this is where you're going to submit your work. You would open this. You will either answer these questions. You will save it correctly, and it tells you how to save it right here. And then you will upload it. The reason I'm asking you to save all of your documents a certain way is it's going to help you find things later. So the first item is the name of the course, the name of the assignment, and then by doing year, month, and date, 4 digits, 2 digits, 2 digits, and then your name. Wherever it is you're saving your documents, all of your documents will appear together in case you need to find something. So this is what it would look like if it were my document. Health 220 on line 01, intro 2018-01 for January, 02 for the date, and my name. So that's important for you to do. Okay. You then, when you want to submit it, you hit Browse My Computer, and you click your assignment, and you attach it, and then you submit. When you submit something, you can see on the left-hand side what it looks like. Let me see if I can submit something. Let's see. I'm just going to submit something to show you what it looks like. When you hit submit, you should be able to see it over here. So here it is. If you see nothing here, that means you've submitted nothing. If you see it's the wrong assignment, that's what I see. All of your assignments are open for unlimited submissions. So if you submitted incorrectly, you can go back and submit it again. Okay? And so this is what I need to see. The other important issue that you see right here is that your assignments must be submitted in Microsoft product or Microsoft compatible product. If you submit something that is in Pages, which is Mac format, you will get a 0 because I cannot see it. Okay? And that's for the online assignments. If by chance you were to submit something that is a bigger assignment, you will have with like 2 or 3 hours to get it submitted correctly as soon as I send you the email. So it's important that you're very conscientious about how you're saving your documents. Okay, so that's how the page is set up. Every page is set up like this. So Unit 1, you open the unit. Each lesson is there. Right now, the only lesson that's set up for you as I'm recording is Lesson 01. It gives you the lesson summary, which you should always open, and then follow those directions step by step. The other thing we're going to be using in class is we're going to be using discussions. And so your discussion boards will be here. We're also going to attempt to use journals. And we're either going to use journals or assignments, but if we use journals, that will be here also. And then for tools, some important things in the tool category is if you needed to enable Panopto, this is where you would go. If you need to find your grades for this class, this is where you would go. And if you'd like to send emails to me or anyone in the class, this is where you would go. So one of the problems that people have with sending emails is they forget to move people over to this side. So let's say, for example, you wanted to send an email to Mary and to me. So right now, as soon as you click to Mary, you have to move her over to this section. And if you're doing me, make sure you do this one. Send that over to me. Now, these are the 2 people who will get your email. For your subject, I'm going to ask you to always start the subject with Health 220. That way I can sort your emails quickly. And then you'll type your email in the space below. You will receive a copy of every email you send. So if you don't receive a copy of it, there is a possibility that you did not send it correctly. So that's how you send emails. Okay, you just hit submit and the email goes. So those are the most important aspects of our Blackboard page. Please make sure you familiarize yourself with the page and that you're ready to use it on day 1 so that you can do well in the course. Thanks for watching the presentation, and I will see you online beginning in January.